Now I'm going to get to my conference finals predictions, and I'm going to start with the six Celtics and Pacers. I think this is the most important playoff out. Well, I think this is the most important playoff series and most important playoffs for the Celtics moving forward. I think that this playoffs determines the future of the Celtics. Let's not get it twisted here. The Celtics, and I've said this before the playoffs, and I'm saying this as the playoffs started, and now I'm saying it again. The Celtics is the best team in basketball. The way that they can win, they have five? I think they have 5 players that have made an all-star team. They have played the best all season. They come in with the best record. I mean, even in the playoffs, they've only lost twice. This team has been the best team all year, and they've been the best team in the playoffs. And a team that has seen success year after year after year, have gotten to conference championships year after year after year, has made an NBA Finals, and yet have nothing to show for it. This is the most important year for the Celtics because the expectations is beyond the sky. This is the ultimate respect, and quiet as it's kept, the ultimate disrespect for the field. If the Celtics don't win a championship this year, I do not expect this team to be the same next year. Whether we talk about players, whether we talk about coaches, this team will not be the same next year if they do not win a championship this year because the runway is clear for them. They played against a Heat team that didn't have Jimmy Butler, that didn't have Josh Richardson, that didn't have Terry Rozier. And they were the better team. They played a Cleveland Cavaliers team that they are the better team, and they also didn't have Jared Allen. They didn't have Donovan Mitchell for the last 2 or 3 games. They didn't have Jared Allen, I don't think, the entire series. And now you're playing a Pacer team that you have the better players, you have beat them handedly, and on top of that, you are a better defensive team than them. And the one thing that is stopping you from winning a championship or the two things is the Pacers and either the Mavericks or Cleveland or Timberwolves. And I think Draymond Green said it, and I completely agree. At some point, when you make your expectations for the year, the Boston Celtics' expectation wasn't, let's just hopefully get to an Eastern Conference Finals. Their expectation was, we're winning a championship this year. That was told by the moves that they made. They don't make the Jrue Holiday move and the Jrue Holiday extension if they don't think they're championship caliber, if they don't think they're championship worthy this year. They don't go get Kristaps Porzingis if they don't think they're championship worthy this year. They don't give Jaylen Brown an extension if they don't think that he is important for their championship bid. This is the year. The Stars have a lot. Like, think about it, man. You didn't have to play the Bucks, and even if you had to play the Bucks were not healthy, which is why the Pacers won. You didn't have to play Joel Embiid and a healthy Sixers. And while you're not the healthiest because Porzingis isn't playing, you have been the better. Your road has been essentially easy due to injury. Same as the Pacers. I don't think the Pacers, if the Bucks were completely healthy, that means they had Giannis and Damian Lillard. I don't think they would have won. If they did win, if the Knicks were completely healthy, I don't think they would have beat the Knicks. So you're playing a team that hasn't experienced a fully healthy team either. Now, yes, I understand Kristaps Porzingis not playing is huge. But you're playing against a team that has not seen a healthy team all year. Or I'll say, not all year, I'm sorry, all playoffs. Or I'll say every team that they played, their first or second best player has not played. When I'm not saying Kristaps Porzingis is obviously not the Celtics' second or first best player. What I'm saying is the Celtics have to win a championship this year. The stars have aligned for the Celtics to win. If they don't win, that would be a cataclysmic failure. And the way that the Celtics have carried themselves all year, the way that the Celtics have carried themselves in the playoffs, they've been destroying people. I don't think that they can't afford. I think that they're going to beat the Pacers. But I think when we predict the Celtics, we just don't. I think that they have to win a championship. So, yes, I think that they'll beat the Pacers. I think they're a better defensive team. And, again, the Pacers haven't seen a player like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, even though I will give them credit. In fact, when they played Dame put 45 on their head in the first half, I think, or 35 or something in the first half. They have not seen a team this offensively potent before, or at least in this playoffs. Now, I know you're going to say, well, they beat them in the in-season tournament. Do you know how long ago the in-season tournament? In fact, I will combat that by saying, you know who won the in-season tournament? The LA Lakers. You know how far the LA Lakers got in this playoffs? They won one game against the Denver Nuggets. The play-in and the playoffs are two completely different things. So I don't expect the same magic that the Pacers saw against the Celtics in the play-in I do think that the Pacers can win 2 games. I'll say that. And I think those 2 games that they can win are the games that Porzingis isn't playing. But I think the Celtics know, just like I know, just like almost everyone should know, that they have to win a championship this year. Because they are the best team. And the only form of competition would come in the championship. So I say all that to say I have the Celtics beating the Pacers. I'll say in 6 games. I'll give the Pacers 2 games because of the Pacers are a deep team and they do run off at lightning speed. So I'll say I'll give the Pacers 2 games. And I am also curious to see, it's going to take Porzingis some time to adjust to the speed of the playoffs, especially when you're playing against a Pacers, or even if he doesn't play in the conference finals, maybe he plays in the NBA finals. You're going to go against a team, either the Mavericks or Timberwolves, that will run it up on you. And you're going to play against, Porzingis will play against either Daniel Gafford or Karl Anthony Towns. That's gonna, yeah. We'll talk about that if they make it. But I have the Celtics beating the Pacers in 6. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.